Hi, hello. Have I been here the whole time? No? Yet you can see, in the bloody thumbnail. Is that what you're talking about? The thumbnail? Did I have oranges in my thumbnail? Crikey, anyway. Here I am. Crap. How's it going, everyone? Thanks for stopping in. And yes, they are oranges in the tree. And I can't see any oranges from here, can we? It must have been the thumbnail. I'm so confused. So anyway, hi, first in, best dressed, Alien World Aquatics. Don't know if you're still here. That was yonks ago. That's like half an hour ago, Alien World. Probably not here anymore. Candy Overalls, always good to see you, my lady. Yes, they are oranges. I was supposed to pick the rest of them a couple of days ago. Must have put that on my to-do list to do later on today. Ty Hunsicker, happy birthday for yesterday, day before yesterday. I think one of these recent days was Ty's birthday, everybody. I only know that because Facebook told me so. Fish Freak, how are you, bro? GRB, how is it in the West today? It's bloody hot here. Anyone who was with me last night, by the time I got offline, I was freezing, absolutely freezing. And now it's super warm. Can't pick it. Everything is upside down here, especially the weather. Anthony's Fishy Friends, g'day, mate. HC Aqua, how are you, mate? How's Hawaii looking today? Is it? No, you should be. Yeah, you'd be like late afternoon, early evening in Hawaii, Pats. Dawn Michelle, how are you? Joe Munoz, g'day, mate. Chewy is in the house. Langan, how are you today? Tonight. You're a tonight as well. Joe Coffee. Good idea, Joe Coffee. Must be prepared. I'm doing one of these today. Going to ease my way into it based on last night's efforts. Anyone who didn't see the shenanigans that I got up to last night, don't go back and watch it. Do not. And that's not reverse psychology. That bit might be, but no. Not worth watching. William Jansen. First live on my channel? No. If it was a question. I'm not sure if it was a question or this is your first live. This is the first live you've made it to on my channel, William. I'm trying not to be confused, but I'm still a little confused. 54 Punchy is in the house. How are you today, Pam? Tonight. It's so confusing to say tonight when I'm looking at the bright sunshine and the daylight. Big City Betters has made it. How are you going? Happy birthday for yesterday, Ty. Yes, and big, massive thank you to Zuckerberg for letting everyone know when everyone else's birthday is. Crikey, I am struggling to get down the list again. Cove, I are, doing the normal stuff. Just yakking, gabbing away, shooting the breeze, wafting around. Everyone knows that is my scrolling through the list song. River Life has made it. How are you, mate? How's your night going? I am very proud to pop your cherry, River Life. Your very first Blacky live stream welcome aboard, and thanks very much for joining us today/tonight. 4:05 in Hawaii. Mahalo for sharing that information. Shelby Ray, how's it going? Mr. Ward, you're a bit late, Mr. Ward. Normally you're in here a little bit earlier. I'm going to need a late note from your mum. 18 degrees, wow. I mean, it was like single digits last night here, GRB, and now it's like 30 degrees. Lucky there's a nice, cool, southerly breeze blowing. Otherwise, it would be absolutely atrocious. Atrocious. Bob Kayla has made it in the house. I am indeed a time traveller, Joe Coffey. I am also Australian, and we get time in front of most people. However, HC Aqua in Hawaii, are you Wednesday or Tuesday, 4:05 p.m.? Fish Tank Barn. How you going again, Mike? Thank you for your previous stream, dropping my name a couple of times. And certainly don't worry about running into my time. I was up considerably late last night, misbehaving on the interwebs. Like I said just before, anyone who didn't see last night's performance, please don't watch it. I watched a little bit back this morning, the very end bit where I was, I don't know what the word is, drunk. Don't watch it. Oh, you can watch it, Joe. You can watch it. You'll appreciate the drunkenness. Rob Bull has made it in. AWA. I did say good day to you earlier. I don't know if you heard it. 44 Mag Guy. How are you going, Derek? River Life, maybe you should shoot a message across to your famous friends. Tell them to come in so I can poke them in the ribs with my index finger and say, g'day, cobbers, and a bit of pirate bizzo, because, you know, that's what we do. That is what we do. Who else have I missed? Dunno. Scotty Too Hottie has made it in as well. How are you, king of the cichlids? Rob Raging Bull. Dun, 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 dun. G'day, Kay Lansky. What is new, Dr. Black? I'd say this hangover that I'm suffering is pretty new, but I've had a few of them before. Bam, bam, bam. Missy Ann. How are you, Missy Ann? Lovely to see you here this day. Right, have I missed a joke about rack? Or is someone getting called rack now? Pardon me, please. Grotesque. I should rename my live streams Burping with Blacky, because pretty much that's what I do most of the time. I think I do more burping than talking. I'm nearly getting to the bottom. Hello, Haley. Haley, I took your advice last night. I eventually went to bed. It was sensible advice. Sensible, except then I woke up again. Not the best idea. I'm probably missing lots of comments and stuff. I hope I haven't missed anyone's hellos. Missy Ann got your first bet up. Real quick. Now that I've got to the bottom, I've just been summoned away. Talk amongst yourselves. About 550. That is wild. What? What did you say? Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, yeah, that's right. I do remember that. Oh, ah. Very yes. Got to get all of the important stuff out of the way. Right, what did I miss? That wasn't a crocodile wrestle, Rob. Lottery numbers are 7, 1, 4, 6, 5, and 3. Yeah, left you a tank to view, but you see more backyard than tank. I didn't quite have time this morning to put up my glare resistors. Nah. If anyone's got guts, I got guts. I got guts for days, Robbie Bull. Dog chasing the bin chicken. Yeah, I probably blocked it. He's out there. Go and get him. Chase him further. Righto. Yes, write them down. And if you win with those numbers, I'll take a 10% tithe, please. No, you don't want to go for this, Bizzo. I've got to trim that stuff down. It's getting a little bit bushy. But yeah, you might need to think you may need to hit the old puberty first, Scotty. Once you hit the pubes, this stuff will come. 8% yeah, I'll take that. I'll take the 8% and the Dovi. But you're paying shipping with all those lottery winnings. Righto. My newest fish edition. Let us start putting stuff on screen. Alien World already asked me something similar to that. What is my newest fish edition? Actually, one of my newest ones died. Pardon me. I put a extra little Rivulatus in this tank. Turns out it was a male, and the one that I had in here is is in here, sorry, is a female. Female was probably half an inch bigger than the male. Male was, apart from bristlenose in the tank, the male was the smallest fish in the tank, and he copped a slathering from all of the other fish. And the female had her egg tube suspended, and the male definitely had his breeding bits poking out as well. But obviously, he didn't have the moxie to hold his own against that female, and he was destroyed. I took him out and put him in the hospital tank, and he lasted another 24 hours in there. And yesterday afternoon, I discovered him fairly rigid with the rigor mortis. So, as we do with the dead fish around here, he got tossed down into the creek to feed the turtles. He wasn't sick. He was beaten to death. So I had no worries feeding dead fish to the turtles. So yeah, that was new. Well, actually, what did I do? When I got that riv, I got a second eel tail catfish, as we mentioned on Mike's stream just previously. The stumping fish, stumped him with that one, didn't I? So I got 2 eel tail catfish in with my big, massive, ginormous rivulatus, and also a tiny wee little blue crayfish, a red claw, Australian red claw. They call them red claws, but they're bright blue. You've probably seen them. They're very popular in the aquarium hobby all around the world, and you see lots of them on American channels. You know. It's always bad to lose a fish, Joe Coffee. But essentially, if he didn't die, I would have been overwhelmed with rivulatus babies again. We've been there before. Actually, the ones that I had were babies of mine that have been living with my in one of my son's fish tanks just down the road a bit. He lives down the street. Fantastic Fish Hobby has made it in. Awesome to see you here, friend. Cheers to you. You tried this one, Rob Bull? Or GRB? Australian. I don't think you can get this one overseas. It's made just down the road here. Oh, they sure are, Rob Bull. Those things are... Well, crikey. Keeps moving and I'm trying to click on a message. Murray cray are awesome looking crayfish. If you guys haven't seen them, maybe I should Google that up, because they are supremely awesome. Come on, computer. Murray cray. Murray crayfish. Let's actually type fish as well. Murray crayfish recipes come up. Images. Oh yeah, hang on. I've actually got I can't just Google stuff and expect to be on screen, do I? Is it? Did I share my screen? Oh, did I click on? There we go. My entire screen. Let us share. Just in case. We'll do. Got it. Thanks for the tips. Oh my God. Infinity loop. Look at that infinity loop go. Now I just want to look at the infinity loop. Righto. Hopefully everybody can see these guys. What's a good one to show? That one looks splendid. The Murray lobster. Look at those spines. They are an absolute epic crayfish. Crikey, quality's pretty poor. Clearly, the Murray crayfish are not that popular with photographers. But yeah, absolutely brilliant looking crayfish. Supposedly great eating too, I've heard. He looks a big one. Big white claws, spikes for days. Close that. Well, this isn't a Murray cray. That's the red claw that I've got, or one of the types of red claws. There's a couple of different types of red claws in Australia. You've got the blue ones and varieties of them, which get your electric blues, and then you've got these big brown ones as well with red claws. But I digress. We're talking about Murray crays here, and that's what they look like. And back to the infinity loop. Whew, the way that springs down there. I'll stop sharing screen now. Streamception, indeed. But yeah, I am not sure. Rob Bull, you can confirm they are delicious. Yes, well, I haven't eaten them, but I can only assume that they are nice, big, meaty buggers that they are. Are they? Can any Americos confirm whether Murray crays are actually available over there for sale in the hobby? Because clearly they're not shiny blue like the popular ones. But they are a pretty awesome looking crayfish, the spikes. Righto, Candy, I gotcha. Hello, Night Girl. If you hadn't noticed, Shelby Ray, I'm ignoring that comment. I tried to ignore it, but now I'm not ignoring it, am I? Shice. How are you, Night Girl? It's the middle of the day here, as you can see by my wonderful fish tank reflections. Shiny, beautiful, clear skies. Pardon me. Lovely, loud burps. And a nice southerly breeze, which is bringing the cool up from south, which is really quite the relief on a day like today. Cove, you prefer the in the us. It probably takes like 17,000 bamboo shrimp though to make a shrimp cocktail though, doesn't it? At least it's only a couple of the Murray crayfish and you get a decent feed with a side of capsicum salad. Shelby, you know me too well. I am definitely triggered. I'm triggered as well. I'm triggered by the Southern Comfort. How you been going, Night Girl? Long time no speak. I'd probably give, that's probably one way to do Southern Comfort is if you marinate your crayfish in Southern Comfort, it might be tasty. Probably not, though. Probably not. Ding, 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 ding. What have I done? What have I done? Lucky I'm not sharing my screen. Where did we go? Rob Bull, I think, was talking about the viciousness of the crayfish. They are indeed aggressive, and it's hard enough having even just the red claws, a couple of them in a tank. What did I do with... I don't know if I can show you. My son who's wandering around out here, he got a red claw gifted to him the other day. Big blue bugger. Yeah, I'm not going anywhere near Southern Comfort. Jay's Better Room. Well, crikey. That's like, if you've got 19 children and someone asks you which is your favourite kid. I mean, deep down inside, you've probably got a favourite, but you don't really want to say it out loud, do you? That wouldn't be kosher. But yeah, Jay's, good idea. It's always sensible to bring your beverages. Crikey, I'm going around on 17 tangents at once. Dawn, you're going. Crikey, I hope I didn't miss your departure. Awesome to have you on board again, love. Take care. Sleep well. And then wake well. Because if you don't wake well, it's pointless sleeping, I think. Yes, I sent Rob Bull a pic. That's right, I am doing 14 things at once. Someone still has to confirm if you can get Murray crayfish. I really should take notes, shouldn't I? There I go, another tangent. Murray crayfish in America, are they available? Who knows most over there? Let's find out. Trying to find a picture of this huge red claw. Bear with me. Talk amongst yourselves. That's right. It was in the form of a video, wasn't it? Probably shouldn't show the screen, but go full screen. All right. How can I do this? Oh, probably not. Here we go. Go down. That is a, what do you call it? 10 litre bucket. Where's my finger? So he's filling up the bottom of that bucket, and there is a Australian size 9 foot. Great story. Needs more dragons, Blacky. Yeah, big cray. And he put it in with another big cray. So there's 2 massive monster crayfish in his 6 foot tank now, both very big. I have left Scotty's comment on the screen so I can come back to it. I guess my favourite... Hi there. My favourite cichlid is probably still the Rivulatus. That's what she said, Rob Bull. Has been for a long time. I am also a huge fan of the Feste, wherever he normally hangs around in this section in the tank. I do also like my Parachromuses. There's a Parachromus manuens. Pardon me. In this tank as well. He's only about 4 inches long. He or she. Obviously, I'm not 100% sure of gender at this size yet. I haven't picked him up and vented him. Who else do I like? I like the Parachromus motorguens as well, but unfortunately, I think I have to do those vicariously through Scott's channel because I've not seen them for sale or available down here. There are a couple of the Parachromus species that are on a grey list down here. Not quite blacklist, but grey list, which means they're doing further study into the impact of these fish onto our native river systems if they are released into the wild. Pam, if you're in Instagram, up in the top right-hand corner, I think there is an arrow. Hi, love. You have male. Hello. Candy Overall says, hi, Sarah. And Shelby Ray Lane says, hi, Sarah, as well.
Hello.
And everyone is going to Jay's Better Rooms house on Friday the 13th for nude swimming. Long time listeners to this stream know that I've engaged in nearly nude swimming live on the internet in freezing temperatures. Derek and Rob Bull says hi to Sarah.
Hi.
Which guy is Scott? Oh, and Bob Kaler too. What did you say, mate? Oh, see you, mate. Don't burr the edges of that exhaust pipe up too much. Clean cuts. Who did I miss? Who did I miss saying hi? I have no idea who. Did I finish telling Pam? Yeah, Pam, top right-hand corner of your Instagram screen, there is a little arrow. I think it's an arrow kind of symbol up in the top. I believe that's where the chats are, but I'm no Instagram expert as well, no matter what Scotty says. I'm not smart. I just remember stuff. There's a difference. Oh, now I'm getting behind. Did I say Derek said hi?
Yep.
And Rob Bull?
Yep.
And the Cove? Anna says hi. Oh, Big D made it in. G'day, Big D. How the devil are you today? Nearly last night too. What are you referring to, GRB? My attention span is like so limited today for some reason. It's probably something to do with last night as well, I think. That's right. Now you're referring to the nude swimming, right? Yeah, but I just couldn't be bothered getting that ladder to climb into the tank. Bob said, Bob Kaler said that he said hi way before everyone else did. Sorry, Bob. I didn't mean to offend, but it's good to get you involved in the chat somehow. Oh yeah, it was cold back then. But yeah, last night I in my let's call it socially lubricated state, I was feeding this guy. Oh no, that's not actually a fish, is it? That's a reflection of Sarah's shoulder. It is. This guy up here, this Oscar. I was I fed him, but then he still looked hungry, so I tried to offer him my flesh as a human sacrifice. Bob Kaler is already Sarah's favourite child. It is true. He doesn't have to, jostle and rub shoulders to try and get that. Yes, I know I've said 1,000 times to people that they shouldn't go back and watch any of last night's 4-hour nonsense fest. Did I miss GRB as well? Did I tell you GRB said hi? Crikey. Sorry, GRB. I'm so slack. I'm slack with these hellos. I'm reading, I'm talking, I'm thinking, I'm multitasking. Let's not argue about it, people. Let's just, let's just get along. Can we just do that? No, we like a little bit of fighting. But yes, in the excitement of last night's social lubrication, I did attempt to feed my Oscar human flesh. Righto, Scotty. Hello.
Hello.
Scotty, thanks for stopping in. Tell your friends, thanks for your kind words and compliments. I'll take them any day of the week. It's the kind of narcissism I enjoy. Righto. Have I? Oh, GRB didn't say hi earlier. He only just said hi. And, so I'm in my jumping on the bandwagon of forgetting to tell people's hi. I just assumed that he'd said hi earlier.
Hi, everybody.
That's so much easier if we just all go, hi, everyone. Done. Then it wouldn't take me half an hour to scroll through everyone saying hi. But no, that's, it's all content, isn't it? It is all content and time. Anthony, that is just harsh. No, he wasn't interested in fingers at all last night. He was grabbing onto my forearm, actually. Yeah, and like...
He's munched on your finger enough to know
it's not
anything.
My finger doesn't put out, so to speak. So yeah, he was going for bigger bites last night, and he was literally grabbing on, holding on, and thrashing like a Jack Russell Terrier on a rat. So even though I said don't watch it, if you go in my ridiculously long stream last night to about the 3-hour mark, I think that's when I stick my hand in. Even though the lighting's quite terrible, you can see what he does. He goes wild. Oh, I turned 21 this year as well, Jay.
Yeah.
Noodling for Oscars, indeed. What are we going to do here? Let's do a news segment, shall we? I've done a news segment for like almost a week now. Must have been at least last week that I did news. But we have... Let me pull that way. Let me pull up. She said, hang on. We have what's going on in this country is a massive lack of rain across most of the country. So we have river systems here that are struggling. We need massive rain to flush out some of our dying rivers and oxygenate our waterways. So we have potential massive fish kills coming due to our shitty water. I mean, our very bad water quality. We're going to go into another streamception. One day I'll get the hang of this screen sharing stuff. There we go. Infinity loop. Let's go down another infinity loop wormhole. So, the New South Wales government, that's the state that I live in, is planning. It's all talk at the moment, but a $10 million rescue and restocking program for for our river systems, because scientists are predicting, as you can see here, in quotes, a fish Armageddon because of how poor the water quality is getting and the massively high temperatures predicted for this summer in Australia. So the New South Wales government is planning, I'll believe it when I see it, New South Wales government, to invest $10 million in a breeding program to get all of our at-risk native species breeding in hatcheries for future sustainability of our river systems, and I did use the word sustainable, didn't I? Yes. So that they will always have our at-risk native species breeding in hatcheries and available for river systems that are struggling. And what do we have there? I believe that is a Murray cod. If you like to see a Murray cod in a fish tank, check out Thirsty Rabbit Tanks to You. He's got one in a fish tank. A little one. He had a big one, but it died. We don't like to talk about muzzer much. So anyway, there's, sorry for the squeamish people, but there is a bunch of dead fish. What we got there? We got some silver perch. There's a couple of freshwater mullet in there. I don't know what the little ones are. Probably baby ones. Oh, there's some Australian bass in there as well, I think. Anyway, that's dead stuff. So, conservation groups have hit back at the government and want to see changes to water policy and river management. Now, clearly, just chucking a bunch of fish in there is not the solution to the problem, and citing here in the article that is indeed a band-aid solution, that the government needs to look at bigger issues than just putting more fish in there, because we do have a lot of interesting stuff going on with water in New South Wales, state government stealing water from local governments, as has happened in the Shoalhaven district south of Sydney earlier this month or late last month, without consultation with the locals. They basically went into a dam and fed water into a different council area, basically stealing water out from under their noses. So yeah, the government really, doesn't have to just invest money in making more fish. They need to pull their heads out of their butts and think of the bigger picture. So $10 million is great. But yeah, like I said, bigger picture, people. Big picture. The carp will always survive. And yes. Oh, thanks, Candy. Thanks for popping that up. You're not supposed to be working. You're supposed to be resting. But thanks anyway. Oh, Bob. Apparently you hold your cig like a lady. I thought I held my cig like a lady too.
Most definitely probably isn't. Actually, if we're being honest.
Joe, I heard a interesting story yesterday. This is I don't have a link for this one because I was listening on the radio about it. Chattanooga Ed, you'd made it. Hang on, I'm going to turn it around so at least I can try and get some advertising revenue from these guys. Ed was saying only yesterday. It's on my bedside thingy from the other day. Ed was saying yesterday, I think, or the day before on might have been on Funk Stream, was it? Oh, that's right. I knocked it off. It's on the floor somewhere. That he never makes my live streams, and he now has. So thanks for stopping by, Ed. Good night, everyone. Just kidding. Wouldn't do that to you, Ed. Now I've got to stay here another 2 hours. So anyway, yes, what was I hearing? That's right. It started on cockroaches. I am the tangent man. I was listening to...
I can't find it. You must have knocked it clean across the room or something.
There's more in the cupboard inside. Cody's son has made it in as well. So anyway, I was listening to this story about a particular type of jumping spider. Fishy Biz has made it in as well. You sleep in, Fishy Biz. You're all just getting out of bed. You're supposed to be just going to bed. Jumping spiders. Anyone familiar with them? They're tiny little pretty things, and lots of them. Monica Lynn as well. How are you? What did someone say about my beer? This is a Stone and Wood. Remind me to come back to my jumping spiders. Stone and Wood Green Coast Lager. It is brewed locally here. There is a brewery in Byron Bay, just over there, and then there is one in Murwillumbah, just up the road. My brother works as a furniture removalist. He removed the CEO of the Stone and Wood Brewing Company, and he got some gifted to him, so I am reaping the benefits. And to be honest, this is the first Stone and Wood beer that I have actually enjoyed. Most of the other Stone and Wood beers are fruity and flowery, and I don't think those flavors belong in beer. But this one is a tried and true lager. No fruity sweetness or nonsense, just beer. So I quite enjoy it. If you can... Who actually asked about the beer? GRB. If you can get it, you probably can't over in WA, but they're getting bigger for a little local one. And this one, I recommend it if you like your fruity flavors in beer. You could try some of the other ones as well. Fishy. Oh, I thought you were talking about under there. Good on you, Big D. Good for joining in. It is Joe Coffee. There is a family of spiders called jumping spiders. All spiders probably do jump, but it's just a reference to these pretty little spiders. Lots of them have awesome painted designs.
The sparkle muffin.
Sparkle muffin. There is actually one called a sparkle muffin. Skeletor. I'm probably not for now. It's making me detract from the story, but there is a particular species that they were talking about on the radio yesterday, where instead of the spider just laying eggs and hanging on to them for a little while and then letting them go their own way, the mother creates what is called a brood nest, where she will have not as many as you would generally find in like a normal egg-laying spider, where it might have, hundreds and hundreds of baby spiders. These particular, I wish I could remember the name of the one they were talking about yesterday.
Where are they from?
They're from Australia.
I do.
No, I can't remember where they're from. I obviously wasn't paying as much attention as I potentially should have. But what they do is they have between 10 and 20 babies, and the babies don't leave the brood nest for a long, long time, approximately 60 to 70 days. That fact I remembered. But what is super interesting about these particular ones is that for the first 40 days of their life in this brood nest that they don't leave, the mother spider has these glands on her body which produce a milk that the babies feed on. So
It's actually super cute to imagine the mum spider
Yeah.
taking care of her babies.
taking care of the babies by feeding them milk.
Oh.
Lactating spiders, essentially. Are spiders evolving into mammals? And not only that, the first 40 days, she will feed these spiders and she will kick out the boys from the nest before she kicks out the girls. Interesting evolutionary trait. Probably because the mother spider also, she hunts, she eats, she feeds the babies, and she cleans the house. Because as spiders grow, they shed their exoskeleton, essentially, so they leave a bit of a mess. So I'm assuming that she kicks the boys out early because they don't really have that much to learn. And she hangs on to the girls for a little bit longer so she can teach them to clean house. Hashtag me too. Is that a me too thing? You know, gender
not
inequality.
exactly.
Hashtag gender inequality.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I thought that was interesting.
Cute because especially jumping spiders are potentially the cutest spiders that there are.
They potentially are. Oh, Monica Lynn, you're not doing yourself any favours by not enjoying them. They don't bite. They're not dangerous at all. They just so much pleasure to be had from looking at the things. Angry Orchard. Is that a beer?
Jumping
Never heard of them.
Are pure joy.
I strongly suggest, Monica Lynn, that you potentially Google up some jumping spiders and look at the pictures. There's so many different types, and some of their like the one they were talking about yesterday is actually an ant mimicker. So it has evolved to take the resemblance of an ant, and there's other ones that also, there's particular ones that do all sorts of resemblances. We've got a couple of new people in. Well, let me come back to you, HC Aqua. Hello, Sandra Bennett and V-Stag. Welcome in, you two. So, I have digressed and tangentized so many times. The reason why I started talking about the jumping spiders and their milk was because of cockroaches. Because there was a comment so long ago now about carp and cockroaches outlasting all of us humans. Because some cockroaches, and I believe it is a particular Australian cockroach that has evolved a similar thing where they instead of just dropping their egg sac and letting the egg sac do its thing, or egg case, whatever you call those things that cockroaches drop, a mother cockroach, not Nola, Jane has made it in as well. Mother cockroach will actually hold on to her egg thingy in a certain section of her body, and baby cockroaches will hatch on her body, and they also have a particular gland that secretes a milk-like substance to feed the babies.
Are these like some of the nice cockroaches? Are they like the?
I'm not sure because it was on the radio, so they didn't show any pictures on the radio.
Because there are actually some beautiful cockroaches.
Oh, there are some very beautiful cockroaches, and they are a popular pet in the trade. Drama D is cheersing up as well. Cheersing up, I would, but I just emptied my beer. But they were saying that the milk that these cockroaches produce is very high in protein and very high in important vitamins and minerals, and I mean, this story goes back, I think, 12 months or more. So once you say the words high protein, high mineral, vitamin content, of course,
Everyone wants to suck it down.
all the hipsters want to call it bloody superfood. So pretty soon, I'm sure everyone will be ducking down to their gentrified cafe, asking for a super skinny decaf mocha cockroach milk latte, no soy. Sir Prawn a lot. Did you sleep in again? How are you, mate? Good to see.
Cockroaches are not all lovely.
Yeah, I disagree with you, Derek. But potentially, like we've sent Monica Lynn off on a Googling mission for jumping spiders to overcome her fear. You need to, your homework, Derek, is Google some cockroaches and find the prettiest one, because there's some really nice ones out there. And that's why I said again, so prawn. Every inn is a sleep in. Rather be in a room of snakes than one spider. Well, be careful when you come down here. I have...
You might get both.
Potentially, yes, you will get both. I have had for the last 18 months, I share my bathroom with a housemate, and that is a Australian black house spider. A very pretty little spider, only about an inch or so across, but a lovely little black spider that lives on my bathroom window, and I don't even clean behind the curtain because it's where it lives. It's what we like. Bob Kaler says he needs to hear Sarah clearer. When is art time? Yes, Candy. Jumping spiders are the ones with cute little faces, as well as
they're so cute.
Cute designs, all sorts of stuff,
They're
not just
cute.
faces. Shelby Ray, not a fan of jumping wolf spiders.
Yeah, all right.
Well, the way I look at it, Rob, is that it's doing me a favour hanging out on my windows, eating mosquitoes and flies and whatnot, so I don't have to share my bathroom with insects as well as a spider. I love my house spiders. We have huntsmans here. They're very handy to have around the house as well.
Most spiders are nice to have around.
I find most spiders are relatively agreeable as long as you don't step on them or grab them the wrong way or tickle them under the chin. Don't tickle spiders under the chin, because that's where the pointy bits are.
Lots of funnel webs up in the bush, and that they were the least lovable spiders that I know of.
We have did you have funnel webs though, or sheet webs?
No, funnel webs.
Yeah, because down on my creek bank we have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of sheet webs, which are our local version of funnel webs. No. And yeah, if they are very potent venom, you don't want to tickle a funnel web. They are one of the worst. Drama D, we don't have black widows down here, but we have a very close relative to the black widow. The redback spider is in the same family group as the black widow. More useless information, people. Essentially, they are the same spider, just the redback spider has a lovely little red stripe down its back, as the name would suggest.
They're nice looking because they've got those spindly kind of legs.
Yes, yeah, they're your typical kind of spider design, with their tiny body and their long thin legs and their big abdomen, head, thorax, abdomen, head, abdomen, thorax. Which one's the back bit? Abdomen or thorax?
I think it's the thorax.
So much for entomology with Blacky today.
Don't know. Wouldn't take my word on anything.
Oh,
hello.
Hi there. How's it going?
What up, big fucker?
Hi.
Those bird-eating spiders are huge. I have a friend who used to have one of those.
Fancy and professional.
And
He's all
Lamington,
live on the
when...
internet.
With his dong microphone.
Hello, Harper Lee. How are you? Do you want to say hi to the rest of the world?
Go say hi to the world.
The world's in here.
Go say hello to the world. Come on.
When did you go up to
No.
Lamington?
No.
She
You're
had
not
a-
that interested in the world.
She can't see the world.
Hey, Charlie bit me in my arm.
My dog bit you on the arm.
No, Talia.
Oh, what's a talia?
The feral thing should be put down.
So
Right.
a Peppa Pig.
One of her,
A feral,
yeah,
is she? Oh,
one of Mummy's ex-partner's nieces. 5 weeks, it was like black, hey. She's got a scar and everything.
Brutal.
When I say feral, I mean like this feral thing literally took a chunk out of her. Should be put down.
Yes, those are bird-eating spiders. They're in the tarantula family.
she just wants to clean.
Massive, big ones are
I can
awesome
discourage
to
that.
look at. And
But eventually, you know, go give her a practice. into it.
right, GRB. So you're
Yeah.
born and bred in my neighbourhood almost, a little bit north of here. I believe Bob Kaler talking about the aquamorph. I believe, I'm not 100% sure, but I don't think you get Australia's bird-eating spiders in an aquamorph, but I could be proved wrong. I'd be interested to see. Got plenty of orb weavers around here. No Monica Lynn. Sarah only has boys. That is my friend Stephen, all the way from Canada, with his daughter. They have rocked up just, out of the blue, just like that. People show up at Blacky's house. Joe Coffey, it was awesome having you on board. Thanks for stopping in. Let's do it again sometime. Gaffer Haynes has made it in. Very, very cool. Yeah, golden orbs are very common here as well, and they make the most amazing webs.
They're super beautiful. And they're a beautiful spider. They're just a beautiful spider.
Yeah, if you want to come for a visit, V-Stag, we have huge hand-sized spiders all over the place. And they are lovely. It's part of our tourism regime, Ty. The more you do that, the more he gets frisky and wants to attack. You just got to chill. Yeah, it's part of the type of people that we want down here visiting. We want all the hard nuts that, all those hardcore individuals that don't care if they get bitten by a spider. Yes. You can only imagine that an animal with 8 legs that are all 6 inches long can jump quite a distance, really. So now that we've scared everyone off with spider and cockroach talk, I'm going to hand over to Sarah for Art with Sarah.
I don't like it this way. I prefer it when you do it.
But I have to go and get a drink because the glasses are all the way over there, aren't they?
Oh, maybe. Where's the one from your bedroom?
I'll find that later. It needs washing anyway. Snake talk. Oh, Sopranolot wants me to talk snakes. Well, what?
He was probably...
What did she say? What's with the ladder?
It's a big ladder.
Ah, it's not that big.
She's
But,
admiring the size of your ladder, mate.
Right. That's what they all say. Otter Creek, Kendall, how you going?
Does look quite...
Don't run from him.
Papa, don't
Stand
run.
still.
Yes.
Stand still, and he won't do it.
Still. You know what still means?
Yeah, a mate of mine posted a video on Instagram yesterday of a massive carpet snake on his step at the front of his house. It was about 9.5 feet long. Big female. 2 big browns in a pool once. Go back and watch my brown snake video, Sir Pronalot. It was only about a year ago. I'm expecting them to show up any day now again for another blue. What are you going on about, Bob? First at 1K. Basketball court out the other side of town. Oh, hang on. That's not basketball, is it? That's netball.
There's netball courts.
Primary school's got them. Yeah, good idea, GRB. I'll give
If she wants to scoot though, out at those netball courts,
that's awesome
it's a
area.
really good scooting area.
It's
My kids
huge.
love, and there's also like a skate parky bit, which may not be that great, but you know, it's across the grass, so you can keep her away from it.
No, I can't. She's mental. Oh, shit.
I'll be back
But
in a tick.
it's definitely
Scootable.
Good
Tell
scootable.
her to scoot on the driveway.
Yeah, well.
Going, are they?
not as far as I know. If they do, you know,
She has 0
they're not just
sense.
going to run down the child.
She might try and run down the car, which is more of a concern, I think. Hey, Harper, do you want me to get your scooter out and you can scoot on the driveway?
Yeah.
Ingenuity in itself. Oh, hey, Nick.
Ada.
You know that bit of the old windshield wiper? Could I leave that here?
Yeah, it's still out.
Oh, man. Because there's like guard things on the original one. Like, yeah, and so I took the other one off. I bought another one like the one that I originally got,
Yeah.
not like the one that I brought around to do here. And once I had it off and it was like sitting off, all of it fell apart exactly the way you said. And it would have I could have just cut off a bit, clipped it back in if I knew where the fastens and stuff. Oh, I was just like, you're kidding. That's exactly what he was talking about. And like the metal guardy bits, the just
Sorry,
straight off. I'm like, well, fuck.
So maybe that first one we got was potentially a dud.
Well, I think the first one we got the wrong, we got the wrong bit. There's like the whole thing, and then there's just the rubber thing, and there's something in between. And I think I got the something in between, which was the wrong thing. Yeah.
Righto.
I got the blue bits in.
Awesome idea, GRB. I sorted that out. Thank you for asserting my priorities for me. What else do I need to catch up on? What is netball? Chattanooga Ed.
Nothing very exciting.
Back in the olden days, Ed, when there was sexual inequality amongst the genders, and when there was only the two genders, there was just boys and girls. Girls didn't play basketball because they didn't have the hand-eye coordination to bounce a ball upon the ground.
Of course they didn't.
It's just nature, really. Girls don't. They can't throw. They can't run. They can't bounce a ball. I don't appreciate my sarcasm at the moment.
My niece is a pro basketball.
So they invented a game where they didn't have to bounce the ball. They could just throw the ball without. They're not allowed to run with the ball. I think it's similar to traveling. You can't go more than a step and a half with the ball in your hand. You have to take your step and a half, stop, pass the ball to your next player, etc., etc. No dribbling, just passing, and goals are just worth 1 point. And there's no backboard. It's just a little circle on top of a post. That's what netball is, pretty much.
Nice helmet.
By crikey, what is on that hat?
It's an owl.
Some form of angry bird, perhaps. My goodness, you are swathed in the pinks today, aren't you?
again today.
Mm.
There's 2 fishes in there.
I think there's
There's
more than
more.
2.
And there's another one.
GRB is absolutely correct. Netball is all about the knee injuries because of the sudden stopping that you have to do.
Is that you, Michael?
Oh, there, that's me. That's me talking to the world. There's like, see all these people here? They're like, lots of them are like on the other side of the planet where it's nighttime. And I'm talking to them and they're watching me. Imagine that. Isn't technology amazing?
But you just listened to yesterday.
No, I do it I do it all the time. Lots of times.
Daddy do it.
Yeah, it's the same sort of thing that your dad does when he talks about his bizzo stuff.
What's
Yeah.
that?
It's bourbon and cola. It's not for kids.
No, it's not for bourbon.
No. See, this guy here? This is Chattanooga Ed. He says hi to you. Do you want to say hi, Ed?
He's not really up. Can he walk?
Yeah, don't touch. Yeah, Ed walks. He's like you. He's got 2 legs and 2 arms and 2 eyes. And
Yeah.
he's even got 2 little holes on the end of his nose, just like you.
I hate got that from. Hi.
Oh.
There you go, Ed. This is Harper Lee. She said hi back to you, Ed. I'll get Ed's thingy out the way. Hang on, I've got to put someone else up there so I can minus it. It is the sudden stop at the end. So if you come in again and your head's just here, see, there you are on the television. Okay, Monica says hi to you as well. You want to say hi, Monica?
It's not like an octopus.
No one's like an octopus.
You're like one.
All right, V-Stag, thanks for stopping in again, man.
Blah,
I got a blah blah.
blah, blah.
Lots of people saying hi to the little one.
You're a star noodle.
Sombra is in the house. How you going, brother? I don't know if your hi is aimed at this one or this one. But, highs all round.
This is
You know you're not allowed to play with scissors, and you know you're not allowed to play with those things.
for those.
They're these things are not a good toy for kids. That's what it is. It's not a toy for kids.
I'm not kid.
What
I'm
I-
a girl.
Oh, girl. Oh well, kid. We don't talk in absolute genders around here. We just generalize in general.
Can I look at the fish?
Sure can.
They're there. They're for the looking. That's why we put them there.
Did you carry them while they were swimming?
Wow, is that
No.
not ironic that she mentioned? Asked if Chattanooga Ed was an octopus,
Oh.
and
What's in there?
Chattanooga Ed
What
happens
is
to have an
in
octopus
there?
tattoo.
Well, that is incredible. My daughter is very clever.
Lurk away, Big D. Lurk away.
Who's got a big D?
That's his name. He's lurking.
Ah,
Hello.
my big D tends to lurk as well.
Hello.
Don't they all?
Often accompanied by.
So before things get too
I'm gonna go
sidetracked,
back
I
up.
can't help but eyeball these pictures over on the caps can go in the yellow bin, but I keep all my bottles for the 10-cent refund. There's some nifty looking pictures over here beside me.
What do you like?
Do we have burps? We've got burps for days. How do I want to get rid of where? Yay, I wanted to get rid of my name. Full screen potentials. Go back to the chat. That stinks. Oh my god. That one we want, then. Right. I
I'm sorry, I had to wreck you tomorrow.
hope you cleaned it. Righto. Indeed, people, let us do a little bit of art with Sarah. Candy is all over it as usual,
Oh.
popping up the links. Whoops.
They're gonna blow away.
We do have potential for. Would you like to use this as a paperweight?
I didn't go through my
Maybe.
under.
I hope not.
Oh, that's lucky. Absolutely.
It is quite windy, and we have a good 7 or 8 large sheets of paper wafting around the table. I mean, there's got to be some wafting in here because I do always put the word in my descriptions. But, which one are you going to lead off with?
I don't know. You have to choose.
That one,
That's the
one in your right hand is like so far my favourite from what I can see. But
That one.
no, that's your left hand, darling.
This. I don't know my right from my left. Love, you should know that about me by now.
So Sarah's going to hold up this one.
Oh, because I can't do the weird.
We love the
angles.
fun and games of the left and the right and the tilt.
It's actually very challenging.
It is very challenging. Is it even focusing, or is that my eyes losing focus? You can, if you want to go in like closer and let it hit nicer.
Yeah, but then we can't frame it properly. It's all very confusing.
It is, but this is fun. This is the fun we have. Righto, Toto. Thanks for dropping in, man. Appreciate your visit. Hope you had good lunch. Work well, my friend. I'll, if I don't talk to you
That's my
beforehand,
drawing.
I will see you Friday night.
What this is?
That is also my drawing. They're all my drawings.
Whoops. I was reading the chat and holding the picture lower. All right. That one is, I really dig that one. I don't know if you can get the detail of these lines and stuff, but once you get in close, there's like detail for days. What do we got next? Okay, let us go with this one. I probably should enjoy it at the same time as everyone else instead of having my own private viewing. That is very cool as well. Nice lines. It's like a, what are we looking at? I don't want to analyze it because everyone else is going to have their own analyses, one of the two. It's like the juxtapositioning of the human creature, but it's not human. But are any of us human?
I don't know.
Monica wants to hear Harper Lee's description
Well, that would
of
be
your drawings.
interesting.
That would be quite
actually.
interesting. That could probably be its own live stream. Kids' impressions on Scungy's drawings.
What?
Yeah, they're all worth it. It's definitely. This is this a bit of charcoal as well as ink, or is it crayon?
That one is charcoal and ink.
Charcoal and ink on paper. Oh, look at my shakes go. Really got to get my Parkinson's sorted out. Rob Bull says, Scungy's art is always good. I agree, Robbie Bull. I sure do agree. So yes, this one is charcoal and ink on paper. We do like the combinations of charcoal and ink because you get the vastly different textures of the two mediums.
Medium?
Mediums, smalls, and larges.
Don't know.
Yeah, that's like variation on a theme.
It is. So certain things come up repeatedly.
Yeah, oops. I'm still getting a hang of these angles. This one is also very nice. I think Bob Kaler is also, because he's saying he saw this guy before, so this guy has potentially popped up in your mind in a drawing class before, and you've drawn a slightly different version. Jay's Better Room, then potentially jump on to the Instagram link up in the chat earlier. Sarah puts a fair bit of her art on an Instagram thing, and she also makes jewelry and stuff. Lovely, awesome jewelry and lovely, awesome pictures. Definitely worth a look. Thanks again, Candy Supermod. We have to get that shirt out to you in the post. Candy overalls, mod of all mod.
So I don't know what else is worth showing. I don't know if that's worth it.
Well, it is, because it's another charcoal and is that black
No,
paint?
that's just ink.
No,
It's all ink.
that's a lot of ink.
Yeah. Well, so I got a water brush and I filled it with ink.
Yeah. Describe it to the people. They're listening. Captive audience.
Well, because you've got like these brushes that you just fill with water for doing watercolor and stuff, I guess. I don't know. I decided to fill it with ink instead and see how that would go, and that made this.
Very
I like it
interesting.
because it lets lots of ink out when you want it, or not when you don't.
And was your model doing this pose, or was this a pose that you created?
They're never exactly what she's doing.
Of course. Monica Lynn wants to know if you have names or titles for your pictures.
Usually not. Occasionally, and sometimes they demand to be named for the subject. But this one
You
is
need
just
to hold.
it's just for Monica to see whether she likes where it went. We looked at this one last week, but she wanted me to work on it, and so I did. And
Is this the same picture?
yeah.
Wow. I don't know which way to hold it. Should I hold it like the hair going north-south?
Like so.
Yeah, right. Well, you can hold it and show Monica.
No, I can't hold it.
So, Monica, this is the one that we showed last week that you liked, and we need to know if you like where it's gone. In the Shadows, 44 Mag Guy suggesting titles as we go for the pictures. I don't know, did Monica get enough eyeballing of that one?
I don't know.
She says, so rad.
And apart from that, I mean, I don't really think that's...
Yeah, let's have a look at that guy. He's pretty cool. I like the use of colour in there. For some reason, I'm thinking this one makes me think old man or old woman, just mainly because of the stooped figure with the hand on the lower back saying, oh, my spine, it's mine, my spine, it's dying. I rhymed dying with spine. That's right. I did it. I went there. So I think that's about it for the art from this week. Careful of that wind. It's picking up. It's picking up and blowing the sugarcane smoke everywhere. No, we took a photo of you getting out of the shower, GRB, to do that picture. So yes, that was the segment we like to call, what do we like to call it? Art with us and her and me and you guys. Which one? Oh, you want the round one? The what is it? The continuation on the
round
theme.
lady. the one that she wanted, but I hadn't finished it.
Right. Well, it went really well because I didn't even recognize it as the same picture as last week. And it's fantastic art with a hand. A hand. Round of applause. I don't know if that's what he meant, but you know. I am. Got a lot of love and a lot of niceness coming from you guys. Appreciate your kind words. And by crikey, for an aquarium channel, don't we mix things up over here? We do silly news, we do wafting around subjects, we do art, we do smoking, we do drinking, we do all the stuff, really. So thanks, everybody. Thanks for that. And what do we move on to next? I had another story about fish kill, but I don't want to go from art into more dead fish. Monica Lynn says, how much for the purple drawing? And she wants you to describe it. Shall you pass it back up so I can hold it up whilst you describe it?
Oh, gee, that's very challenging.
You maybe express what you were feeling, or hang on that way, Blacky, what you were experiencing emotionally whilst this was flooding out of your mind. Oh, that wind is really driving it around.
Well, the problem is that I'm not thinking anything when I'm making the drawings, and particularly they just come to being. And so this, I can't really offer anything much else except for that.
It just is.
It just is.
Oh, thanks, Jay. Tell your friends. Feel free to share. I wouldn't mind, one day reaching 317 subscribers. It's been a lifelong goal of mine. Jay, most people just call me Blacky, but you can call me Dr. Black if you like. But Blacky is what I am known as, even on the cricket field when I play cricket, if I ever play cricket again. That's been a shambles, hasn't it?
Do they? I've never heard a real person call you Blacky before.
Haven't you?
No.
Sarah didn't actually mean that, guys. I'm sorry.
What didn't I mean?
Because lots of these guys call me Blacky all the time, just not audibly, just in text.
Sorry, that's what I mean by a real person. I mean like as in person, an actual human being in the flesh.
In the flesh.
Saying it with their voice.
What, not even when you saw me play cricket and all those people singing out,
No.
Blacky, rah, rah, Blacky, rah.
No. Not even.
No faith. No faith. Monica Lynn says sold. Caleb always calls me Pirate Boy. I want to see a video one day from Caleb calling me Pirate Boy and just talking it, but don't let him watch last night's stream. He'll get a probably a fairly accurate impression. No. Restart tonight. Computer, don't do this to me. Doesn't the computer know that I'm live on the interwebs? Monica says sold. I think I just said that, didn't I? I have such short-term memory loss.
On what, the purple one? She wants the round lady, or she doesn't?
Yeah, Monica, are you talking about purple bendy over person or the round one? But you guys can probably discuss that on the old Instas.
Oh wait, so the problem is I have a package to send to Monica, and I actually don't have an address and stuff to send it to. So I was going to send the package, but I couldn't. That's for a private conversation, but
potentially just here somewhere. Yeah, you guys are.
You got your Dory here too.
Oh, thank you. Not with the false alarm poo.
She said she didn't poo in her knickers.
Oh, she said she hadn't. She was adamant she hadn't, so I was expecting to find much poo in knickers. There was no poo in knickers, and there was no poo forthcoming. So I was like, false alarm, but good job on the save. Or
Yeah.
I'm not going to get up here for crying wolf on that one.
G'day, Fish Freak. Fish Freak is back in the house. They do that, don't they? They die. Fish Freak says, "Hi, Sarah. How are you?"
Hey, I'm alright, thanks.
I need to browbeat young Michael into another haircut.
I did that the other day.
Oh, cute, right?
Just
Better than when he does it.
I can give it a go. As I tell him, I got no faith in myself for hair cutting. But you know, I can like do this stuff. This like just cut it all off.
Goosebumps.
Yes.
I can do that. No,
That is an
She missed a bit though.
I snipped it off with the scissors.
No, not all of it. Sorry about that. We digressed into side
Yeah.
conversations.
What do you want?
What did you do for your birthday, Ty? Hope you had a good time.
I can do less hair.
Less of the puffy look.
We can definitely do that.
What are you doing, child?
Not scooting.
Not sleeping. Well.
Pardon me. That was a good one, wasn't it?
Come here, please, Huckleberry.
Who was it? Who was it that suggested weekend at Jobsies last week? I want to do that in a shirt. I'm kind of a little bit trepidatious that putting an image of a dead Steve Jobs on a t-shirt may be a little in bad taste. But crikey, there's some good comedy there.
You put the image of like the whoever it was at the cafe. You take the cafe shot.
Yeah, but then I might have to. Yeah, thanks, Rob Bull. Awesome comedy. If I steal that photo, then I may get in trouble for stealing that photo. Or do I just print them until I get a cease and desist and then remove it from sale? That's probably what I should do, isn't it? That's the way it works. I had some mates that I used to online game with, and they used to take memes and all sorts of crazy stuff and make t-shirts out of it, and they would sell a literal shit ton of shirts, and they got quite a few. Pardon me. They got quite a few cease and desist orders, and that's all they did. As soon as they got their cease and desist, they would remove those particular shirts from sale. No more trouble. So potentially that's the avenue I should go down with that. And I will potentially pass on some of the profits to Rob Bull. Nah, Monica, I'd rather risk the strife. His family's going to say no to that. Calypso, you made it. How are you, mate? If I went to Steve Jobs' family directly and asked them if I could do it, then I would potentially risk too much attention. I'd rather just chuck it out there, get some sales, wait for the lawyers to contact me and say stop. I mean, you know, they're not exactly the money that his family's sitting on. They're not exactly going to hit me up for a percentage of $17.
You never know.
They don't need it. They don't need it at all.
Well, they might royalty check. Is this Telstra ending in ED?
Yes.
You got the ED.
You just, yeah, I was going to say, you should be remembered from last time.
It is. It is. Okay, give it to the child then.
That is a good way to spend your birthday, Ty. That's pretty much what I do on my birthdays. I drink some drinks, smoke some smokes,
Kind of not.
and I stand in front of a mirror and watch myself.
That's what you do on regular days.
Right, that's right. I'm confusing my birthday with the other 364 days of the year.
That's right.
Whoops.
Birthdays. Oh, but Todd's not around anymore.
What did I do? I accidentally scrolled. Exactly, Ed. Don't ask, just do. It's easier to ask for forgiveness than permission. Just ask Jace from Perth Cichlids.
That really depends what you're doing, though. Sometimes there is no forgiveness. So you do it, but then it's done and you're done.
Yeah.
You're done.
Yeah.
It's done.
James Hukulak has made it. Finally. And good night. Just kidding. I've already done that joke tonight, haven't I? That's not a great joke. But it never ceases to amuse me. And thanks, James. Happy birthday every day. If everyone on the planet treated every day like it was their birthday, would war finish? There's the big question. There's the big question for everyone for the day. If everyone pretended to be happy, would the animosity and unease across the globe cease forever?
Oh, I didn't know the woodchuck to be a particularly acrimonious bird, but something new every day.
Suppose you do.
Natural flora and fauna.
I suppose this is generally the stage of the stream where we go to music, but I don't think we practiced any music or worked on anything this week, did we?
Not really.
You should get on
Get Stephen
TikTok.
to play something.
Huh?
Get Stephen to play something that will entertain the masses. There you
Well, I
go.
suppose if we've got a third wheel here, we might as well
If you got a big enough widescreen, I can play the flash flip for the audience.
Oh.
Stephen's making dick jokes, everybody. He's making dick jokes.
It's going to be a very short innings.
And
much to speak of.
they keep coming.
That's what she said.
C23, where have you been, mate? Where have you been? All right. Stephen's going to grab a guitar and play a Ramones song.
A Ramones song.
Well, Drama D's requested Ramones.
Someone's going to have to give me a chord progression. Isn't it just E and a lot of swearing?
Well, generally, they're just 3 chords, up and back.
It's just like E and a lot of swearing.
Oh, how's Derek's reminder about crocs? I haven't wrestled one single crocodile this whole stream. Is that like a first? That might be a first for me. There's been no crocodile wrestling at all. But now that I've started to talk about it, I think I can hear the crocodile slapping around in his pond out the back. You sure did, Big D. What's this one called?
Soma.
By Smashing Pumpkins. Should have known. You two. I tell you, when these two get together, it's all bloody Smashing Pumpkins. Billy Corgan for days. I hope his eats weren't burning, because burnt eats taste like crap.
love left to do. Run away from you. She lay me down. Can't close your eyes and sleep. Don't wait up for me. Hush now, don't you speak to me. I've run my heart in her. My shelter in the pain. The opiate of blame. It's your broken heart. Your heart so much. Lose you once again. Didn't wanna be your friend. Thought there was a promise made of tears. Crawl back to you. I'm all by myself. As I've always been. And I'll portray my tears to anyone, call anyone but you. Fuck, I love that song. You have company.
Can I have that?
You can.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Is my child still sort of located in the car? You didn't see a small girl running around? Excellent. That is what I like to hear. I have a problem.
If we didn't say it, you need bourbon then.
I think so. Preferably
We'll go
with,
to C2
with,
three.
with
You need
Coke-
a glass
Coke,
though. Yeah, go on. Give us that.
Perfect.
Oh yeah, I got funnel. I use a funnel in my fridge. Unfiltered.
Funnel, yeah.
How are you? We got your C2 it's probably, you know, one of the
Cola soda.
one of the
Cola,
best
please.
places you can come to for support is this fish fam. You're always going to find someone who's got your back, dude, around here. How are you, Paul? What's going on in your world, mate?
I did my best.
Nice.
Did your best to put it on the electrics.
Nope.
It does that. It sucks there once in a while.
I'm just like, she doesn't have my keys, does she?
That's what they do, Paul. That's what they do. That's what they're made for. Wait till they're big,
Are you trying to kill me, Sarah?
clearly.
Well, it was not as much cola fitted in because
Give
of
it a go.
the fizz.
Just give it a quick
Might
go.
just need like a swizzling. Oh, no,
Perfect.
No, let me have a
That's
turn.
perfect. I did a good job.
Oh, it's got too much cola in it. What are you talking about?
You're both crazy alcoholics. What is this, Australia? Nah, mate.
Potentially
Australia.
Australia. I was contemplating changing my channel name to
Australia.
to the Alco Aquarist or
Hey, did you get my mini
That would
site
be
link?
fitting.
Did you get my mini site link? Did you get my mini site link?
I saw it, but I didn't know what I was supposed to do with it.
You're a fag. Download it and make yourself an aquarium mini site. All your favorite YouTubers on it.
Crikey, grindy.
Yeah.
So my Canadian friend Stephen that's here, he's like a he's like a internet I don't remember Strange Days. What song is Strange Days by the Doors? How does that one go?
Strange days have found me. Is that the one?
Fishbreak is requesting it, but I'm unfamiliar.
Oh, I love to do the doors. I haven't thought about doing the doors at
No,
all.
I actually that haven't even entered
Oh.
my mind, but I used to smash that best of album back in '92. Back in the old days of '92.
Oh,
Yeah, it did. Sorry. Thank you, Candy. As usual, you are on point, love. I turned it around when Stephen was playing the guitars so that I got an even balance between
I do
Stephen and Sarah.
like peace frog, but you know.
Sorry, and thank you. What was I saying? That's right. My friend here, Stephen, who's here, is a internet marketing guy. And he sent me a link the other day for some Blacky on the interwebs. Blacky is old speak. Aquafunk, when did he sneak in? Crikey. They let anyone in here, don't they? Pardon me. If any of you guys want to set up like a aquarium-based website or something, boy, have I got a link for you.
Do you know what I've got?
Pardon me.
Boobs full of bourbon.
Oh, it's close. I was going to say not in the boobs.
Probably are. Debatable.
I would
Probably, subjective.
I don't think there's anything subjective about it. It's purely quantitative.
I don't know, because sometimes
I'm
size is not the only factor.
A mouthful is a waste. I understand that. It is a pectoral muscle. There is no booby here.
Come on, you two. There's like children potentially in earshot of people's speakers.
She's engrossed in that.
No, I was talking about at the other end, you know.
Also, should they?
There's potential for, children to hear the word boobs.
For maximum boobage.
I love cormorants and boobies.
Oh, yeah, that's my other shirt.
Cormorants.
Cormorants and boobies.
Cormorants.
Cormorants?
Yeah.
Cormorants.
Cormorants, yeah.
Booby birds.
I was watching, we're watching
How did that happen?
David Attenborough's how did that happen?
That's a bit interesting.
What kind of drinker are you?
Jesus kind.
Watching David Attenborough specials.
How cool
Is it
would
called
be,
Our
though?
Planet?
Yeah, I think it's that one.
Our Planet, his latest series,
Come on, play
and
it right.
the last
I
episode.
can't play it
The last
right,
episode
and
we
you know I
watched
can't.
was it was
I need you like guys.
anyway one of the episodes with ocean birds, and he was talking about this massive bird colony, and to hear the righteous Sir David Attenborough say the word boobies on TV was amazing. and he was talking about cormorants and boobies.
I can't play it.
Cormorants
I just know I
are
was
another-
in high school. I
You
looked
guys,
up,
do you
like,
have to talk so loud?
Oh, Michael.
Far out.
Michael, seriously.
I'm going to diva it if you're not careful.
Michael. Did you just classify this as me talking loud? Have we just met, Michael?
No, I've just.
We've
Has-
known each other for a good 13, 14 years.
Has Stephen not talked less than he ever has
Ever?
Yeah, well, I was more concerned that I don't think I've ever heard Sarah talk this loud unless she's berating her children.
That's how most people talk.
Righto, Paul. Thank you. Yeah, I've. If you've never heard Sir David Attenborough say the word boobies, it's a thing to behold. And so I thought that a shirt saying "I love cormorants and boobies" with potentially Attenborough's face on it would be fantastic. I'm going to have a shirt shop soon, I guess. I better. The ideas are just spilling. I'll just let these guys go for a minute.
Tonight, I'll throw myself into come down and waste away with me.
Down with me.
Go out and you wanted it to
be.
hold my hand.
Out of her head, she sang.
And I wonder would I sing along with you? Everything would ever feel this real forever.
Everything could ever be this good again. Nothing I ever ask of you. You gotta promise not to stop when I say
really get that.
So I can breathe you in. Hold you in.
no, we've always been out of your head, out of my head. I sang.
Because yeah, the two guitars split it at the end. So it's 4, 5, 7, 9, 10. So it's 4, 5, 7, 9, 10. But that last bit, the two guitars split. So guitar 1 goes your way and guitar 2 goes. I love that. But yeah, the breathe out song, I think they are the most romantic song lyrics ever written. Like, breathe out so I can breathe you in. And hold you in.
But it goes back to much more quickly than I go back, right? So,
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Now back up to the second chord. So back up to so you bar off the E and the A strings. So you go. Yeah, there you go. That's it. Let's see. Once we get that down pat, then I can do the second guitar part, which is almost impossible, and it goes. Keep going. Keep going. Yeah, there's too many fingers there. Like it's out like those two, but it's here. But so you gotta go like. I can't do it. I don't have enough fingers. Not enough fingers in the day. Wanker's cramp. You know heart shaped box as well, don't you? Yeah, it's
Oh, I do heart-shaped box. Do we need to change the?
Oh, it's detuned.
Is that?
Yeah.
I've not ever played it.
G, A. Yep.
G'day, Zach. How you going? You've made it in time for the music segment. That's free.
Inside your shaped box for weeks. Run into your magnet pocket trap. I wish I could eat your cancer when you turn black. Hey, I got a new complaint. Forever and dead to your process of us. Say why? Forever and dead to your process of all kids forget no one just yet. Cut myself an angel hair and baby's breath. Broken hymen of your harness, I'm left. Throw down your umbilical noose so I can climb right back. Forever and dead to your process of us. Hey, why? I You're a vice.
Oh, the wanker's cramp is incredible. I've got to stop. Sorry, my bad. Oh,
Wanker's cramp.
oh, yeah, but I wank with my right hand, so it doesn't make any sense.
Juxtapositioning.
Well, I think I could use myself the stranger more often.
I was about to do a
I think-
harmonica solo to that song too.
Oh, that would have been lovely.
Now the opportunity's gone.
What's your favourite harmonica key?
I don't know. I don't even know what this
Whatever
one
it's not available.
is. I guess it might maybe A. Oops! Ouch! Don't drop lit cigarettes on your exposed inner thigh. PSA. Yeah, it's tiny.
That's what she said. Who's she? The cat's
Didn't she
mother?
though?
Thanks, Jay. It's been awesome having you on board. We do this like weekly, believe it or not. This is not like a once a year thing.
Oh wait, now that there's silence, I should
Sleep.
try.
Sleep,
Because I'm
Zach.
not very good at
Sleep. What does
Jimmy.
that taste like?
Do you need some help?
maybe.
Oh God, really? Can't you hear it?
I sometimes.
Are you tuning the E strings? Okay. The thing about tuning is when you get two notes same octave, brings the vibrations
You're
down.
waving and you're looking for stillness.
Okay, so you're looking
Yeah,
for wah, wah,
that's
wah,
what-
wah, wah, wah,
Yeah.
and when it's right there, the wah is faster.
Yeah.
So I can go. We'll go like this. Can you hear it?
I can.
So listen. You
Yeah.
just hear when it hits
Yeah.
that sweet spot. Like and like I know from that you know
It was
it's
only a
there.
ciggy, Jay. I don't know where the joint went. Plus, also, when you go from E tuning to a drop D tuning, you change the tension on the other strings, so then you've got to check all your other strings as well, otherwise you won't. necessarily-
Spoken like a true heavy metal guitarist. You know, all about the drop D's and the drop C's and the
Open C's. Open C's one of my favourite tunings.
acrimonious tuning.
Don't
Isn't
use
that
it.
what it is? It's acrimonious tuning.
I don't know those words. So, has someone got an OED that I can reference acrimonious? It's chewy when you need
That's how my last divorce was. It's how co-parenting's been going for me the last,
Acrimoniously.
it. So the guitar's not in drop D anymore.
No. Well, I've just fucked everything up. I'm just gonna roll a ciggy and hand over. My own time and space.
You need blonde hair. Then you can just giggle and it's okay.
That's terrible.
Oh shit, is my mouth privilege showing again? I'm going to tuck it back in. Now, having been through family court,
Pabs is saying,
mouth privilege.
I'm assuming I'm boss. Am I boss?
Really?
Pabs says hi,
Oh, hi.
and Pabs also says hi to the voiceover guy.
Oh, the voiceover guy. I did that. I'll group that title.
What do I know in drop D? Ty requested some drop D, and now I tuned to drop D, and I don't remember any
Let's
drop
say
D.
Pretty
I've been
nice.
talking
You
about
can
mine.
do that easy, can't you?
Pretty
Mum
nice. How
dropped
does that
it
go?
3 years ago. Did you see,
Just by the way, you went back to
did
D
you see
instead of
Live
going up to
coming
E.
with
No.
Bush?
Yeah, that's
Stand Palms?
yeah, do that one. Some drop D for you, Ty.
I also, what else?
I was waiting for you to do pretty nice.
Do I have to sing it all alone?
I will join in on the choruses.
I caught the moon today. I pick it up. The perfect still. Your skin on the empty pillow next to mine. Helps if you play it right though. You have only been gone 10 days, but already I'm wasting away. You do something to me. I said I miss you.
How about
Lols, Pabs. Lols. Lol, Pabs. What is it you're watching? Rainbow. Aren't I allowed to see?
Jelly Belly off National Status? It's like,
Oops. Do you want to finish that?
No, I don't. Thank you.
What's going on, Pabs? You on your lunch break?
We're fast.
No, hang on. Pabs, what are you doing up so early?
Memories of whatever. Something along that line. Or
Lucky Pabs. Good shift. You get to enjoy the afternoon with a bevo or 2 or 7 or 9 or 11. You knew I was going there. You knew I'd go to 11.
can't go to 11. There's children present.
I just did.
How's that all go? Underneath the bridge.
I've trapped. They'll become my friends. We're living off of grass and the drippings from the ceiling.
It's okay to eat fish.
You don't have any feelings. Down the way.
Underneath the top, like a strong lake.
Animals I've trapped. They'll become my friends.
Living off of grass.
Drippings down the ceiling.
Welcome back.
I'm feeling very in utero. It's what you were before they cut the most beautiful star out of the sky.
Oh my god, that's so like it's beautiful, but it's like so corny.
Yeah, but her mum's name's Sky with an E, and her middle name is Star with an extra R. So go
Right.
fuck yourself on the corny,
Still
lad.
I
Lad.
stand corrected. That is
Oh.
a bloody story and a half.
And so I can honestly say that they did cut the most beautiful star out of that sky.
I've got
Wasn't a tough job.
I've got Pabs online.
Anything else they took out
saying-
of her would have
Oh,
just been rotten
you
and
know, it's a
diseased.
bit-
Can I get a word
Chewy.
in edgewise around here? Pabs is saying that he thought of another song last night.
Yes.
What about Nirvana, Heart-Shaped Box?
Oh, imagine that.
Hey, I'm pretty sure he was here when you guys played that. Didn't you just play that?
We just
We
played
did
that,
just
mate.
play that.
I'm pretty sure he was here, so maybe it's just
It's just
checking the
Yeah.
pass. Definitely not Haley. That stuff has been banned from this stream. I am the guitar shop of streams. That's right, we do versions. We do versions, everybody.
It doesn't
matter what you believe in. But it's full this year.
say no. Who is the
Righteous, what is bold?
So I'm told. Who wants honey? As long as there's somebody. And who wants the
the line for the big fight to rock.
Deep down, well, we are frightened and we're scared. And we run scared. Who wants? I lost my pick. I lost my chord progression. It's tragic. What are you doing, little noodle nose?
She's watching rainbows.
Watching rainbows. She's making the rainbows, mate.
Oh, that's the same.
My daughter's not a passive unit.
Oh, are you playing a game?
She's like active pickups. So she's got her own power center, power plant, internal power plant. My daughter has an internal power plant that charges the also onboard native battery system that charges the ADD, which is fantastic.
Haley, you're all over it. Well done. Black Hole Sun, but you just went out of
Oh.
I just did. Well,
It's
you
Black
know,
Hole Sun.
Do you know Black Hole Sun?
She does a beautiful
No.
version of Black Hole Sun.
you've got to actually tune it though.
C23. My microphone's pointed away from me. Sorry, C23. Thanks for stopping in, man. Chin up. I hope you feel better. Forwards, onwards, and upwards, my friend. Take it easy. We're moving now to the regular segment on my show that is called Tuning the Guitar with Blacky and Friends.
I mean, I'm a friend.
And you burped. You might even make it into the burp highlight reel.
There's a highlight reel.
Shh, don't tell anyone.
Put your penis away.
Are you going to have a crack at Black Hole Sun?
No, I'm not because I don't know it enough.
Ah,
Why not? Why not, Sarah? Why not?
Do you know it?
I know all the words.
Yeah, well,
we all know the words.
Because it's all like,
Yeah, it's only just like groups of 3 or 4 notes. It's
yeah, but
just
not
that-
everyone's as cool as you, Michael.
It's just that the
We don't all
tremolo
understand
makes
the-
people go.
We don't understand the circle of fifths, mate.
But there should be a version.
It is a grunge song. There's probably no circle of fifths, but
I mean, there's the chord version of
That was his
Breaking the
advice
Girl that doesn't
to
seem
become
to
a
be
better
that
guitarist.
chordy on.
didn't we
record.
do that already?
Yeah, but what I'm saying is there's like a easier, chordier way to play Black Hole Sun without its ding ding ding.
yeah,
You know, you might as well just be strumming like some
pick the root chords that those
honky
bits
tonk
are
piano
picked out
or
of.
bluegrass guitar or something.
Yeah, let's do a bluegrass version of Black Hole Sun.
That's what I mean. If you just had a chord chart, then you can make up your own version of it just with the chords,
Well,
as long as they're
you're in front of the dancers, Michael.
chords make sense. This one's for you, Haley.
I shared the love. What? I shared the love with the audience. How big is your audience? Like, do you have enough followers? Can I get in your look? Jeez, what?
Won't you
Just swipe up from the bottom of your screen and it will play an ad and tell you to buy things.
I'm lucky I don't swipe up then.
It's okay. I swipe right on you, Mark.
All
Right
right.
here in the cockles.
know the ones that? Oh, but you don't have
Let's-
the bass
let's just-
here.
I have another tragedy here, Michael. Can you tell the audience what this problem is? The problem, it's twofold.
My audience is quite astute and knowledgeable. I think they know what empty beer bottles mean. There's it, yeah.
That means I'm drinking your liquor.
Well, there's down the bottom right in the drawer. If you want to continue along the beer aspect,
There's Chewy's draft.
it's the best. It's my favourite now. It used to be Cooper's Green, but Tui's
I've
Draft
been
is
drinking a
awesome.
bit of that because it's been on the docket lately. I just want to tell you, audience, that this is almost as Australian as Foster's. For the Canadians in the room, it's like drinking Molson's and being proud of it. And all the Canadians know exactly. Half the Americans probably know what I mean too.
Well, Foster's has certainly come up on my streams in the past.
For the international audience, did you know that Coors Light can't be called Coors Light here because a light beer is like 3.5 or less?
Doesn't it refer? It's light beer is only referring to its carb content, isn't it? Nothing to do with alcohol.
Well, no. Traditionally, like 4X Gold, just light beer.
But 3.5, 4X Gold's a mid-strength. Robbie Ball will confirm that.
Really? I thought it was a light.
No, it's a mid-strength 4X Gold.
It still tastes like cat piss.
I don't mind 4X Gold actually. It's
it tastes like cat piss. Anything out of the Castlemaine Brewery tastes like a cat had not piss in it, but spray. Any Queensland.
When I hurt you, just ain't the way it seems. Can you feel my love buzz?
It was. You need to play it.
we were getting this really
Can
nice.
you feel my love buzz? Can you feel my love buzz? Can you feel my love buzz?
I don't like it when it's pointed at me.
It's just the sound. It's not a camera.
I don't like either pointed at me. I prefer to live
They are crutches.
I prefer to live my life
They're for people with like broken
drunkenly
feet and legs and stuff.
recorded.
Have you got broken feet and legs? Yeah, but not today, right? You don't have them today though, do you? So yeah, we'll just leave them alone. But you know, one day if you've got, that's just water. You can have some if you like. That's my drinking water. I'll share my drinking water with you.
Yeah. What's this water?
That's out of my rainwater tanks. You know, the rain hits the roof. It fills up big water tanks.
Ordinary boy.
That's the way I like it.
Corner with a mind-numbing
headache.
Went out last night with
With
only
only
one life. Had to let you know that you're beautiful and you make me go. Even if you're taking that snow moves I'm making, my legs are raking, my eyes are sore. I haven't washed my jeans in 3 months or more. You're an ordinary boy, and that's the way I like it. On the train in the corner with a mind-numbing headache. I went out last night with only one life. Had to let you know that you're beautiful and you make me go. Even if you're taking that snow moves I'm making, my legs are raking, my eyes are sore. I haven't washed my jeans in 3 months or more. Again. You're an ordinary boy, and that's the way I like it. On the train in the corner with a mind-numbing headache. I went out last night with only one life. Had to let you know that you're beautiful and you make me go. And even if you're taking that snow moves I'm making, my legs are raking, my eyes are sore. I haven't washed my jeans in 3 months or more. You're an ordinary boy, and that's the way I like it. On the train in the corner with a mind-numbing headache. I went out last night with only one life. Had to let you know that you're beautiful and you make me go. Even if you're taken, that's no moves I'm making. My legs are aching, my eyes are sore. I haven't washed my jeans in 3 months or more.
Over and over and over again.
Rinse and repeat, ladies and gentlemen. That song is not called Rinse and Repeat. What else we got? Any requests? Let's find a request and just go. Let's
Like attempt whatever request anyone.
yeah, that's what I mean. We'll take like the next request and we'll Google up for what? As in, like you've already got food prepared, or you know, I'd go to Woolworths and then just go to the nearest park, throw like a little hamper together or something. You know, some crackers and some cheese. See you, Pabs. Okay. Thanks, Babs. Enjoy yours, man. Take it easy.
I'm going where the cold wind blows. And the pines where the sun don't ever shine. I will shiver night through. Her husband was a hard-working man.
It's still in drop D, isn't it?
Think so.
Just ignore that bottom deep string. Thanks for stopping in, Pabs, if you're still here. Love you, man. Take care.
About a mile from here, his head was found in a driving wheel, but his body never was found. My girl, don't lie to me. Tell me, where did you sleep last night?
I like to say last.
And the pines where the sun don't ever shine. I will shiver the whole night through. My girl, where you go? I'm going where the cold wind blows. And the pines where the sun don't ever shine. I will shiver the whole night through. My girl, don't lie to me. Tell me, where did you sleep last night? And the pines where the sun don't ever shine. I will shiver all night through.
Absolutely got it in one, Ty Hunsicker. That was Lead Belly.
Yes.
Where did you
indeed.
sleep last night? But it wasn't actually Lead Belly playing it. It was, well, you know, everyone gets it. Sarah played a Lead Belly song called Where Did You Sleep Last Night? That would be an interesting video. I want to see Lucas clean 3 shrimp tanks whilst talking in an Australian accent. And somewhere in there, a t-shirt will develop. Get them from anywhere, really, can't we? I've so misread that message, Candy. Thought you were being extremely rough with someone, and then I reread it. But she did say that was lovely. I think she's referring to the Lead Belly song. I love it when she plays that song, Candy. That's a beautiful song. Lol, Haley. One day I'll shake that man by the hand. He's a good boy. I like him. Anthony, take it easy. Thanks for stopping in, man. Did we get the? I put the idea out there, didn't I, about the if we get a specific request, then we'll Google up the chords and we'll have a go, even if we don't know it. That could be a thing.
Every time I pass it to you to tune it to E, you tune it back to the D.
Yeah. Well, maybe let's put one guitar in drop D and one in an E. Oh, well, Haley, if he, and there's probably not that much draw to this part of the country, but, you know, if he comes this way, I've got an air bed I can put in the back paddock for the man. I'll put a tarpole and up on some sticks for him. That was the best backing music for the conversation I was having with the microphone. Where have you been, Chewy? What did you do? All right. GRB. I think I have to scroll back through. I don't know the song Just a Virus, Aquafunk. I don't know if you're actually talking about songs, but I don't know, Chewy, if Finally Back is actually a song, but I think GRB Aquatics has come in first. Wrecking Ball. That's that Miley Cyrus song? Oh my God.
Oh, Jesus. I don't know if we can.
What have I done to us? I'll look for it, but we'll listen to this one for now.
Just I don't know if I can do this right now. Actually.
Well, then you better Google up a wrecking ball.
Understand.
Oh, that's right.
You reached out to take my hand.
I skipped Man in a Box though, didn't I?
This is what you waited for. Your chance to even up the score. And as the shadows fall on me now, I will somehow. 'Cause I'm picking up a message, Lord. I'm closer than I've ever been before. So if you have something to say, say it to me now. Say it to me now. Say it to me now. I don't know any Miley Cyrus.
I do believe it might have been an oversight on my part. People may interject, but I'm not 100% sure if when someone asked if I knew the song Man in a Box by Alison James.
Did they ask that? Go on then, love.
But
E minor bizzo. Can't.
well, give me a minute because I have to. It was Chattanooga Ed, and I did suggest to Chattanooga Ed. I mean, all he was asking if I'd heard of it, but he didn't know.
No, he didn't know.
That I do an amazingly appalling version of Man in a Box by Alice in Chains. Oh,
Yeah. What of me for you?
and I did suggest to him that keep
And
going.
you can do it.
You can do you keep backing tracks. You got to keep the backing tracks going. How good are the backing tracks? I'm sure if I talk too much over your guitar playing, people will tell me that I'm talking too much over you.
Oh, and I don't know if I can be saved. In my heart, I decorated like a grave. Don't understand who they thought I was supposed to be. Look at me now, I'm a man who won't let himself go. Down in a hole, feeling so small. Down in a hole, losing my soul. I like to fly. Hours of being so denied. Don't know about it though.
It's very nice.
I'm in a hole and they put all the stones in their place. I've eaten the sun, so my tongue has been burned of the taste. I have been guilty of kicking myself in the teeth. I'll speak no more of my feelings beneath. I fucked that up, didn't I? Anyway. Down in a hole, feeling so small. Down in a hole, losing my soul. I'd
Like to say goodnight to Aquafunk.
My winter been so denied.
Ah.
What are you doing? I better see, when I want to put my finger up, it's at you, not at the other people who are not to blame.
Candy, I don't know.
He will get into big trouble.
That's what Candy's saying. I will get into trouble.
Of course he will.
She was talking in the past tense, but Candy, it is now the present tense.
So what's an actual song that we can do?
Are the songbooks in your car?
Yes, they're in my car.
Please, that would be excellent.
Take the guitar. I shall venture across the screen.
Righto. I did 4 hours last night. almost 3 hours. Oh my god, I've cracked my PB. I've cracked my most hours streaming in a 24-hour period. So we'll probably try and only go for another 10 minutes, I guess. Make sure. Sorry, Monica, Sarah's absent at the moment. She's not reading messages. She disappeared. But now that is still in my mind,
So,
Monica says
just
that
by
you
the
and
way,
her should private chat sometime.
yes, indeed. I don't know. I feel inclined to say that the reason that I don't want to be on the thing is because I just don't think that, like, drunkenness should happen on the wide web with actual other humans and recorded forevermore. It's meant to pass away into nothingness, and we're not meant to know about it later. What do you want from the songbook?
Well, I don't know. Now I'm
They are
confused. I'm confused as to whether we should do Wrecking Ball by Miley Cyrus
How does it go? I've never
Or-
heard it.
or You came in like a wrecking ball. That one, a massive pop hit. Like,
Not ever heard it, I don't think.
excellent. How good's that? I wish I'd never heard it too. So we've got the Wrecking Ball that we just both gave a glowing review of, or Man in a Box by Alice in Chains. I can't determine
We
which
can
was
do-
earlier in the chat.
Well, I tell you what, I don't know Wrecking Ball. So I won't be able to participate in it, but if you think you can do it,
I don't think I can do it at all.
okay.
I don't think I can do Wrecking Ball.
Which is the
I
one
don't
you
think
just-
don't think I can do either of the songs.
Why don't we do the Kylie one? That will like
No,
appease popness.
That's not this week.
No.
This week we are down to either Wrecking Ball or Man in a Box.
Well,
People's choice. Which one? Let's get a list going of which song we're going to finish the stream on. Hayley says do it, but she doesn't refer to which she wants us to do.
I'm perfectly okay with you doing the Wrecking Ball.
I don't
just-
know
I
the
just
song
can't-
either. I just
well-
know the chorus because it's like been in a million memes or whatever.
I just have nothing to input to it.
It's like it's a catch 17, catch 9, no 22. It's a catch 22. That
Did you really toss up on that one? Can't remember 22. Baby, you really did need some more sleep.
Chattanooga Ed, yeah, sleep is key. Who requested Hannah Montana?
What's that?
Well, Hannah Montana is a Disney character that Miley Cyrus played that brought her to fame
Okay.
because she's the daughter of Billy Ray Cyrus. The
Okay.
"Don't break my achy breaky heart." We should do a
I
cover of that.
know, achy breaky heart.
Yeah. Well,
Not gonna sing
Miley
it,
Cyrus is the spawn of that song, basically.
Okay.
So,
So,
it's,
like,
it's
it's-
filthy,
so,
it's
like-
smutty, it's delightful, it's joyous, it's all of those things, but it's just wrapped up conveniently in that magical marketing tape that things get wrapped up in.
Righto.
But probably a very good singer and potentially a quality dancer as well.
The total of what I know about Miley Cyrus and is that she did a episode of Black Mirror
Really?
in which they used lots of Trent Reznor, like Nine Inch
Oh,
Nails
yeah,
songs.
right. Yeah, I remember you telling me about.
That's like the entirety of my knowledge of her.
Right. Did she was she singing to Trent
She
Reznor music or was she acting?
was singing. No, so she was singing Trent Reznor songs, but with like pop lyrics.
like
because she was this
different
pop
words to-
star. Yes, different words.
different words to Nine Inch Nails songs
and a
stuff.
bit popified.
Right. Well, when was that?
I'm not sure. I watched it not very long ago because I've been watching Black Mirror because they've got some really good.
Does anyone
episodes on
know
there.
when the Black Mirror Trent Reznor reference is? Can we
It's the
get
most recent series of Black Mirror.
the latest one, right?
Yep, and there's like an episode, and so she's the pop star in the episode.
We may have to play Achy Breaky Heart because Ty Hunsaker has just sworn. He's sworn in front of all these people. He's promised. He's done a blood oath, a blood sacrifice to the gods that he worships. He has sworn that he will grow a mullet if we do Achy Breaky Heart.
Oh, but can we see like a?
Ooh, do we need
No,
that pressure though
But can he send us a picture of before?
to make sure
So
that he
that-
doesn't
yeah, yeah.
already have a mullet? Ty, do you have a mullet? Hey, are you fooling with us? You've already got a mullet, bro.
I want to see the before.
Right.
Before I even, I don't think I could sing that. That's
Um,
like that line in the Carly song. I can't sing.
If Candy's still in here, I really don't want to do this, but can you post the link to Sarah's Instagram again so that Ty Hunsaker can Instagram her a picture of his existing mullet before we commit to this kind of nonsense?
Yeah. We need some time to
we
confirm
need
before
to-
and
yeah.
after shots before we can.
This is. Haley, look, I'd love to just be able to say, yes, I take your word, love, but
Yeah, but we need to see
we're visual kind of people.
where is it at now so that we can assess the growth as time goes on.
This is the importance of how much proof we need to avoid playing this song live, because
Plus, we need to ascertain just how much of a difference having a mullet is going to make. It needs to be a significant impact.
Like,
you know?
you might have like a Beatle haircut or something like that now, or a little bit of shoulder length, long bizzo going on.
It has to.
I could just like trim off the sides, bang, mullet. There's no effort in that. No.
Got to be worth it.
So yeah, what was that for? Though that was for Achy Breaky Heart. So now we're on a three-way intersection, a T junction, if you like, where one direction takes us to a wrecking ball. Yeesh.
I don't know what. If
Miley
that
Cyrus
happens, you just have to do it.
Let me
by
just
yourself.
describe the T junction, because people are already going against Wrecking Ball, so I'm pretty confident that we won't have to do that song. This way was Man in a Box, Alice in Chains, and then this way now has been opened up with Achy Breaky Heart. As long as
so since, as far as I can see, like Wrecking Ball, right, Achy Breaky Heart, Alice in Chains, yay! Who doesn't love Alice in Chains, right? That's like the flow. The flow will come.
What time is it? Fuck.
You have to pick up your kid.
Yeah, you're gonna have to like hold the fort for 7 minutes. Well,
Shit.
well, we
Alright.
we won't fit in.
Hang on, give me a second.
We won't fit in the song between now and when I have to go and get him. And that was. Oh, people, sorry. I'm going to have to mark down that timeline. Thank you, Haley. That kind of, yes, I agree. Oh, well, bloody. I just said yes, Haley. Yes, Haley. And now I'm saying no, Haley. No. She wasn't on the list, Monica. Olivia Newton-John wasn't on the list, was she?
I don't want to be on this place.
Wrecking Ball is out. Kill it with fire.
Yay.
Awesome. I'm glad somebody else said it. Pardon me. Righto. Hang on. What time is it? Oh, yeah, I better go and look. What's going to happen is for about 9, potentially 11-ish minutes after disappear, I'm going to go and do a thing and then come back. I imagine, would you like provide some kind of background music or just twiddle along
In the background.
and like if people go like say stuff.
Does that mean I have to look at the thing?
Not necessarily. That's what I'm saying. If you like say like if Shelby Ray Lane would say something like have you planted your pumpkins yet this season? You could potentially say no, I haven't.
I've not planted my pumpkins. I can answer that in a bag.
Hypothetical, lucky. So don't worry about asking about your pumpkins, people, while I'm gone. Because Scungy hasn't planted her pumpkins yet. But I will. Bloody hell, I'm gonna go and pick up my kid from school dressed like Big Les. Are there any? Do I have? Oh, yeah, GRB, you're still here. GRB, do you know Big Les, the Big Les show, or the Mike Nolan show? And see you, Haley. Thank you for stopping in. Can you go and take your index finger on your right hand and go and jab it into Lucas's ribs for me? Thanks. He'll know he'll know what it means. He'll know what it's about. We've got another car. How many cars do we get at this joint while I'm live streaming? Oh yeah, do that. Oh, that's the one. Do that one.
But you have to turn it like so it's not looking at me.
Right. I'll turn. Hang on. I'm going to square that up on the tank. I'll turn that way. Bob Kaler's still suggesting that while I'm gone, you do Janis Joplin's "Piece of My Heart." Take another little piece of my heart. Are you going to do it for
I don't
Bob?
know if I can. I'll look it up. I'll see if I can possibly. I think I would like to do Janice.
Right. Bob will be pleased.
But I can't promise. No, I probably can't do it.
Because of the chord chart.
Yeah, because I've never done it before, so I need some chords, and I don't have them.
Hi, it's you. Look at that.
It's me.
Oh, how did that happen?
What
did you do, doll?
I do not know. Look at that.
That's how mine looks normally. Try this up.
It's a dance, we know the moves.
Give me your
The bow, the depth, the word.
You can
car
drive.
keys,
You
let me
can
take-
drive my car. Its keys are in it.
I got his now.
How drunk are you?
You know, legal.
All the words are true.
How old
The
am I?
state is old.
You don't ask the lady how old are you.
Wrap
How old is
me
your daddy?
in your arms. I can't feel it, but rock me in your arms. I can't feel it, but
There you go, get.
Kid.
get up, get down, get up, get down. Feel the turn of rotation and stop. See the next one waiting. Get up, get down, get up, get down. Get up.
Pope Catholic.
The sentiment's the same, but the pair of feet change. Wild winter,
Those asinine responses
warm
to clever remarks.
coffee.
Pope
Mama's
Catholic.
gone. Do you love me? Blazing summer, cold coffee. Baby's gone. Do you love me? Wrap me in your arms. I can't feel it, but rock me in your arms. I can't feel it, but get up, get down, get up, get down. Feel the turn of rotation and stop. See the next one waiting. Get up, get down, get up, get down. Get up. The sentiment's the same, but the pair of feet change.
Lots of feet away.
Wrap me in your arms. I can't feel it, but rock me in your arms. I can't feel it, but get up, get down, get up, get down. Feel the turn of rotation and stop. See the next one waiting. Get up, get down, get up, get down, get up. The sentiment's the same, but the pair of feet change. My baby does hanky panky. My baby does.
So I go call CPS. I'm like, hey, good luck with that. They're still gonna try and rehabilitate me so I can look after my own kid rather than give you to her. So why don't you take all of that mental pain?
Baby does the hanky panky. My baby does. My baby does the hanky panky.
She's supposed to be welcome.
My baby does. Get
Great
up.
to see the outside.
Are you not going anymore? What was I even singing for?
Because it was lovely.
For your supper. Isn't that how it works?
Candy says it was awesome.
How about
Sharpie, hello. John, welcome aboard.
We heard you.
Water may stop warm.
I love this song.
This do not forget. If things become too warm, make them a little wet. And douse them with a mouthful. Put the baby down. clean the earth surrounding and cause the warmth to drown, and introduce to every soul a drink made of tears. Hear them bicker, watch them cry, impaled on balsa spears, and looking in the morning, the streets all flooded out. The men are wailing toothless, the ladies ghostly pout, and they shout, our shoes are wet, our skin is cold, and we no longer fear the voices of the brave or bold, making what is to come clear. Oh, the future is diminished by what today we did. We wedded warmth and killed it, and in the water hid. Well, the future is diminished by what today we did. We wedded warmth and killed it, and in the water hid.
Come in this way. Say hi.
Super dodgy.
Say hi and bye to everyone. We're going to say goodbye now, aren't we?
Oh, can we?
We're going to say goodbye to all the people. Papa says goodbye, everybody. Thank you for having a watch, having a talk, having a chat. And we're not going to get to. We have to continue the vote battle on Wrecking Ball versus Man in a Box versus what was the other one? Oh, Achy Breaky Heart.
Man in the Box.
What a triangle of songs to work out.
It just doesn't seem a battle at all.
Well, it might. So yeah, if you just take a moment to go back to the comments in the video and comment which one you prefer us to do, and we'll finish next week on that. So we've got, we'll, oh no, I'm all good now. Thank you.
Someone lovely, and they're bringing bad news. Shakes her face so
Which one?
fiercely
We have three.
that all her features
That one can go in the red
She
bin over there.
lays like a monkey
Walk down the
on
footpath and the red
clothes
bin
in the
is at the
snow,
end.
and her
In the red bin.
voice it decays, and before it does she goes, I will never can deliver bad news. Something bad happens, and a lot of people go bad themselves. That's how awful it is.
Trying to finish up.
Turning off their heart into something hard and dark, and she had to bring her this.
As the credits roll at the end of the show.
Oh,
And then she stopped, and
I
that's
did.
where we go.
I did stop.
Ah, lol.
Are those
Paul,
the
you get to
chips?
chat just as we're closing
They
up.
are the chips.
Thank you, Jay, for
You
stopping
guys
in.
going just as he's about to turn
You
off.
cannot. You're not allowed just to cuddle my back. You have to
No.
cuddle my front.
No, perish the thought. We're going to stay for another half
He's
an
about
Can you
to.
eat a beer?
It doesn't taste
Become a
very nice.
human
It tastes
again.
like soup. Have you had soup before?
Yeah.
My beer
Then we'll
tastes
have
like
to
soup.
delete it, and I will be able to
These kind of chippies. What are these?
That's just a chain, but blow in that bit. Do this. It doesn't actually fit over my head, but it fits over your head.
Bucket
I'll show
here.
you. What?
She's going to leave me a bucket here. I don't want you to leave the bucket here. I want you to leave that bucket.
That does. Are you sure? Are you sure?
Go on, Mike. You do the tunnel.
Oh yeah,
Turn it
that's
off,
right.
mate.
We're still
Turn it
going.
off.
Righto, thank you everyone for stopping by. This has been a mini harmonica production brought to you by.
Mini me.
Who's this necklace?
That's mine. I belong
Hey,
to that.
so you have to come look at me headlights.
So everyone, thank you very much.
Because Mick sucks at fixing headlights.
Take it easy. Who's next? Where's the we going now?
Come look at
Someone's sleep stream.
All right,
Someone
I will come and look at your headlights.
put their sleep stream on and we'll go watch that.
I didn't eat them. Would you
Thanks,
like
everyone.
one though?
Don't forget
Would you like
Aquamate
two?
on Sunday this week.
How about have four?
This
Have
weekend
these two,
on
and then
the
have this one.
Dr. Thirsty Mate stream.
And then have
Check it
this one.
out if you haven't already.
Would you like another one?
Subscribe to Aquamate.
Have this one?
That other guy with the hat
Would you like some
and
more?
stuff.
You want me
Thirsty
to be
Rabbit.
like a few? Would you like-
Thanks to you. Hang on,
Get the
camera's
rest
over
of
that
my
way. There it is. Righto, you mob. Take it easy. We'll see you down the wormhole.